Shrimp etouffee is probably one of my favorite dishes of all time. I love Cajun and Creole food, and I decided to add sausage today. You're going to start by peeling the shrimp. You'll need the shells to make the shrimp stock. Be sure you wash them first. The trick to serving this to kids is that you need to make the Cajun seasoning yourself so you can control the amount of cayenne pepper so it won't be too spicy for them. Season the shrimp with some Cajun seasoning and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Give it a toss and let this sit while you make the shrimp stock. Into a pot, you're going to add some oil and dump the shells in there. Give it a toss and cook until the shells turn to this orange color. Add some water, an onion, a whole head of garlic that I've cut in half, and some bay leaves. Let this come to a boil, and then you're going to cover and let this simmer for a good 30 minutes, if not longer. Then you're going to strain it and discard the shells. You'll also need the Holy Trinity, which is equal parts green bell pepper, diced celery and onion, and a whole lot of minced garlic. And you don't have to use green bell pepper. You can use whatever color that you prefer. And now it's time to make the roux, which is probably the most important step to this dish. We're making a blonde tan roux, so we'll use butter as the fat. Anything darker than that, like for gumbo, you'll want to use oil or the butter will burn. You just have to be patient with this. It'll take roughly 10 to 15 minutes of continuous stirring on low heat until you get the right color. Now add the bell pepper, celery, and onion. Cook for about 5 minutes. Then you're going to add the minced garlic. I decided to add andouille sausage to this dish. I love andouille sausage, but this is completely optional. By now, the stock is ready, and now we're just going to strain it. You may not need the entire batch. You can always just save it for other recipes. You're going to add about 2.5 cups of the broth into the skillet for now. You may need to add some more later. Sprinkle the remaining Cajun seasoning, a pinch of salt, and I also like adding some of this shrimp and crab boil, about 2 to 3 teaspoons, but this is completely optional. Give it a stir and cook for 20 minutes on low heat. Add a splash of stock if it gets a little too dry. And now I'm just going to add the shrimp into the skillet. Depending on the size of the shrimp, this should cook for another 8 to 10 minutes or so. I added a little bit more stock in here because I like mine with extra gravy and not too thick, but this is completely up to you. Of course, you're going to eat this with some rice, and I also like green onion, but you can also use parsley if you prefer. And I have to have it with some hot sauce on top, and that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Bye.